Ty, let's talk about something serious. Have you seen the latest fitness trend, if you can call it that, going viral online? It's called the A4 Waist Challenge. It first showed up in China, where girls are trying to get as skinny as a piece of paper lengthwise. It's received a lot of criticism from people around the world, and that includes right here in the United States. So the question is, will the backlash be enough to keep kids here from attempting this? And here to talk about this disturbing new challenge, Dr. Anna Shire, child psychiatrist. It's tough to think that somebody would think up a challenge like this.
I know. And there have been all sorts of strange challenges that have came out. One where you have to wrap your arm around your back to touch your belly button, or have coins on your collarbone because you're so thin that your collarbone is popping out. But I don't think that the average person would necessarily get caught up in this sort of a challenge. But what concerns me is those people who are already on the verge of an eating disorder or are already facing an eating disorder. When they see something like that, that's definitely going to stimulate the types of thoughts that they're already trying to battle.
Teens are very impressionable.
Yes.
What is the concern, aside from the fact that they will go off the edge with an eating disorder?
So eating disorders in general are extremely scary things, because women and typically the people who are suffering from eating disorders, 90% of them are ages 12 to 25, and they're typically women. But it's such a vulnerable age where they're developing, and their whole system is so vulnerable to any disturbances that it increases their rate of potentially dying exponentially when they have an eating disorder. So there's so many things that could potentially happen from a fitness challenge, which clearly this is not a fitness challenge.
No.
This is something entirely different.
So here's the thing. Difficult for parents these days to take the phone away, to prevent their teens from going onto social media and seeing stuff like this. What can parents do, number one, in an effort to prevent, number two, to talk to their teens about something as scary as this?
So I wouldn't necessarily focus specifically on something like this, more so on a day-to-day basis. We're just bombarded by overly thin individuals, and I would just insert little comments that, wow, she doesn't look as healthy, and it would be really nice if she had a few more pounds on, because she'd just look a little bit healthier. So having and instilling in your kids that that's not necessarily beauty, even though that's what's being portrayed by the media as beautiful.
Perhaps portray what health and fitness really is all about.
Yes,
eating right, getting out, getting the right exercise.
Right.
Not spending all of your time on the phone and social media.
And it's tough for parents. I mean, it's very, very hard for kids to disengage from the internet and social media, because those are their friends. I ran across a really funny term, selfie-esteem problems.
Yes.
I definitely think that things like this can cause self-esteem problems.
All right, great information. Thank you so much. We will have our interviews posted on our Facebook pages this morning. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Ty?
All right.